Welcome to the crypto heavyweight matchup. It's Bitcoin versus XRP. Which one's making millionaires and which one's keeping them? And which one should you actually be paying attention to right now? Because this is no longer some fantasy debate happening in Reddit threads anymore or Twitter. This is real money, real regulation, real impact. And I'm not here to play referee. I'm here to tell you what I've seen firsthand from years in the space and riding the highs, the lows, surviving the crashes, and yes, from somebody building wealth when nobody was watching. So let's get into it. Let me just be upfront. I'm heavily invested into XRP. I started buying in like 2019 and it was trading around 11 to 15 cents. I didn't have a strategy. I didn't have any certainty. I just had conviction. Back then, everyone said it was a scam. They said it was a banker's coin. They said that the SEC would kill it. They said that XRP would never recover. And I heard all the talking, but I just ignored it. Because when I actually looked into Ripple, the XRP ledger, the ODL tech, I saw something different. I saw a real use case. I saw something being built and not just hyped. Fast forward to today, XRP is at all-time highs and Bitcoin is back above $100,000. And both are playing very different roles in the new financial system that's quietly being built right under our noses. So let's talk about it. Let's start with the similarities, both Bitcoin and XRP. They're both cryptocurrencies, they run on decentralized blockchain networks, and they both have limited supply. Bitcoin has 21 million and XRP has 100 billion. They both have peer-to-peer transactions and both have survived over a decade of attacks, FUD, bear markets, and regulation. And that's about where the similarities end, because these two assets serve completely different purposes. And if you don't understand that, you might end up holding the wrong one for your goals. Let's break down Bitcoin first. Bitcoin was born out of a crisis. 2008, the financial system collapsed. Banks got bailed out and some families got wiped out. And in January 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto launched Bitcoin, a digital money that can't be printed into oblivion. No central authority, no bailouts, just math, code, and consensus. Bitcoin is digital gold. It's a hedge against inflation. It's how people in unstable economies move money without a middleman. And it's how Gen Z and millennials are opting out of a broken banking system. Now XRP, it was built for something totally different. XRP was designed for speed, low cost, and institutional use. Ripple, the company behind XRP's ecosystem, has been laser focused on cross-border payments since day one. The goal is to replace SWIFT, or at least make it faster, cheaper, and better. Think about what it takes to send money internationally right now. Delays, fees, middlemen. Banks are paying each other over outdated rails. Ripple said, what if there was one neutral bridge asset that could convert value instantly between currencies without trust? Enter XRP. Fast, cheap, scalable, and now finally with legal clarity. That SEC lawsuit, it scared a lot of people off. But if you stuck around, you watched a historic ruling unfold. In July 2023, Judge Torres said XRP sales on public exchanges are not securities. That changed everything. It opened the door for institutions. It cleared the path for stablecoins on the XRP ledger. And it reignited adoption. And now with the new crypto laws passed in 2025, including the Clarity Act and the anti-CBDC bill, the landscape is clearer than it's ever been. So let's talk head to head. If Bitcoin is the store of value, then XRP is the movement of value. If Bitcoin is the vault, then XRP is the payment highway. Bitcoin doesn't care who you are, it just sits there doing its job. XRP is actively being integrated into banks, payment systems, and real-world use cases. So which one's better? That depends. Are you trying to protect your wealth or move it efficiently? Are you betting on global adoption of hard money or on crypto being the rails for digital payments? Personally, I believe in both. I hold both, but XRP, that's where I've made most of my life-changing money. And honestly, I don't get the hate. I follow some big YouTubers who are massive Bitcoin bulls and they call XRP trash. They say it's centralized, they say it's a banker's coin. And look, I get the skepticism, but we've seen scammy projects use buzzwords before. But XRP isn't that. XRP is audited, battle tested, and it's used by institutions. It's not some hype token born last week. It's been around for a decade and it's still standing stronger than ever. So why the hate? I think it's just tribalism. I think it's people just protecting their bags. But me, I care about what works. So if you're watching this wondering what to do next, here's the real question. Do you want to be part of the narrative or do you want to follow the tech? Because narratives fade and technology scales, and XRP is scaling. Ripple is launching stablecoins, banks are integrating ODL, on-demand liquidity, and the laws are finally catching up. This is no longer theory, it's implementation. And if you're sitting on the sidelines hoping for a pullback or waiting for a perfect entry, you might miss the entire thing. I'm not saying go all in, I'm saying get educated and understand what you're buying. Don't just follow the hype, follow the use case. I don't know where prices go next. Nobody does. But I do know this. The last time I was buying XRP at 11 cents, everybody was saying I'm crazy, it's a scam, and that we're crashing. And now it's at all-time highs. And while I'm not here to give you financial advice, I'm here to say stop sleeping on XRP. Bitcoin might be the heavyweight champ, but XRP is the silent assassin. That's my take. If you're still watching, you're probably one of the people who actually gives a damn about your money. So thank you. Subscribe for more no BS crypto content. Like this video if it gave you something to think about. And drop a comment. Bitcoin or XRP? Which one are you betting on? And I'll see you tomorrow.